Hello everyone, welcome back to the cabin. Hope you all had a lovely week. I know I did. A couple of things I want to get out of the way first that you might be wondering about. I know I would be. Why is my fire not setting my house on fire? It's a problem I've always had in the past whenever I've had to heat something like a cauldron or a crucible. If you want to have a nice wooden ceiling, or if you have a wooden walls, say, forge microblocks. Now these things luckily don't actually catch on fire. So using the forge microblocks saw, which would be either like a stone saw, iron saw, diamond saw, you can use the same blocks that we're using elsewhere, say these dark oak wood planks, cut them into slices, stick them in your ceiling, voila! Fireproof ceiling. That's a great tip for you there. I think there might have been difference in versions in the past where they did catch on fire. I have had a couple of problems on other public servers where they still did catch on fire, and that was a bit puzzling to me because in other things, like on our server here, they don't, and fire spread here is definitely on. But test it out, see how it goes, and if successful, there you go, you can still have your nice wooden ceiling without any worries of burning your house down. Right, the second thing you might have noticed, we have our smeltery here. I don't know if I'm keeping it in this space, but I thought it would be nice and convenient for now, so that I can cook up some ores, double my output. Yeah, so I do those off cam. I thought it would be a bit boring to have to watch it all the time. The third thing you might notice is my sound quality is so much better. No more whistly S's. Thank goodness. I have a new microphone, new headset, and it is absolutely fabulous. Definitely worth the extra money. Alright, and as you'll see here, a bit more I did off cam. I did the rest of my vegetable crops, and I've also got some witchery crops over here, planted and ready to go. Might harvest some of those later. I've also planted some cotton here, because it does come in handy. I was doing a little bit of a comparison between the Pam's Harvest Craft and the Natura cotton. And if we look in any eye here, you'll see that one cotton, which you will get from each harvest, you get one cotton from the Natura, and you need 3 of those to make 1 string. Now with the Pam's Harvest Craft cotton, sometimes you can get up to 2 of these per harvest, and using the same number 3 you get 2 string. So the Pam's Harvest Craft cotton is definitely much more efficient, and you get much more cotton much more quickly. There we go. Got 1 that time, but I did get 2 earlier, so you can definitely get more than just 1 from each harvest. Just a little tidbit of information for you there. You might find it more useful. Speaking of Pam's Harvest Craft, I did notice one thing while I was away, so I'd come back to it. These gardens that we talked about in the first episode, these actually spread over time, so you'll never be short of gardens so long as you've got one, at least. So I used to have 2 on that side, around that side of the door, and I came back to 3. Seems to be the same with any gardens. As you know from here, we used to have about 10 of these berry gardens. I hadn't noticed over time that they were spreading, and I've got loads of them, so I've taken some of those down today. Same with these mushrooms over here. Usually when these spawn in, there's only 1 in the centre block of the log, and there's 2 here, so I think I'll harvest that one for now. Take some of this grass out. We might get some more spreading down here. Fingers crossed. It's always good for mushrooms. Let's see, how's our bees doing? Yep, they're going pretty well. Our forestry bees, we're getting a nice little stock of drones in there. Let's see, drop these off. One thing as well, I realised, I don't actually have any any wheat crops set up yet. I got so focused on the Pam's Harvest Craft crops, like all these fruits and vegetables, that I hadn't actually got any other vanilla ones done, so I might make some more space for those. I think we've got an extra bit here, just put them down for now. Got some So anyone before who was thinking, oh, you're not getting any wheat, I know, I realised that, especially since I kept going on about having cookies to fill up our cookie jar over there, who's still very lonely and empty. Usually you're waiting on the cocoa beans, having to go out and find a jungle somewhere. You think, oh, I've got tons of wheat, can't make cookies yet because we've not got cocoa beans, but we're a bit backwards here. I've got the cocoa beans, I've got no wheat. Same with the other vanilla crops. Like, oh, you've got no carrots. I know. I'll get around to it eventually. I'll probably do some more of that off camera. But yeah, don't worry. I'll get there eventually. Another thing I was looking at while I was stocking up a bit more, I was taking a look at the new witches brews that we can do in the more recent version of Witchery, because this has changed quite a lot. It's got a whole new system of brewing, which means you can make incredibly customised potions. I haven't quite got into it myself yet, so I'm probably going to do some of those at a later date once I figure out what we're doing. But, also, a lot of the old recipes that you used to just craft in a crafting bench, you have to craft in the cauldron now, which is a little bit more fun, a bit more entertaining than just throwing in at a bench. You have to throw it in a cauldron. But I noticed a couple of other things we can do with this. Now, sometimes, you know, you want to have a look to see if you can find either a nether fortress or a village or something, because you need some kind of resource from there, and you just have no idea where to look first. You end up running around for hours, maybe sometimes just desperately trying to find these structures. You can actually summon a spirit using Witchery, and just a little chalk circle there. Just throw it down in a circle of 3 by 3, and it will run off and show you where the nearest fortress or village is, which I would like to test at some point today, because it seems pretty simple. All we need is some white chalk and an attuned stone by the looks of it. Another thing I found in here, I don't remember whereabouts it is, transpose, is it? No, not that one. I think I found, now I have another, let's see, effects, oh, then it's part of the brewing. Sorry, I found something earlier, I can't remember where it's gone. It's about how to brew cauldron rituals. Is it in here? I might have gone past it already, and I'm thinking, oh, is it back in here again? It might be under here. Mutandus extremis. I noticed this little sentence at the bottom that I wasn't previously aware of. It's finding clay. You know, you do tend to find it in the swamps, which luckily we live in, so we have quite an abundance of clay at the moment. But at some time, it's probably going to run out, and we'd have to go further and further afield unless we want to start breeding some bees that can make clay for us. There's now an ability where you can use Mutandus extremis on dirt underneath some water, and it'll turn it into clay. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Just a tiny little detail, little update. Really, really handy. Same with mycelium, because don't always know where you might be able to find a biome where you can get mycelium from. So if you can turn that from straight up grass, that's also really, really handy. And I think today I've already got a couple of chalks crafted. I want to do some basic cauldron bits and pieces. I think I'd like to get some. Need some gold chalk at some point, because we're always in need of some. So going into the cauldron here, it'll give you the recipe, and you have to put them in that order. It's very specific. So we need some mandrake, gold nugget, and the white chalk. I know we've got some mandrake in here. Take that out. Gold we have upstairs in our little ore chest. Already got some nuggets, really handy. Now they've also improved on the animation that comes with the cauldron. I think in one of the previous versions it wasn't registering the colours, and I only really realised this after trying some of the new one. So just throw those in there. Look at all those colours, so pretty. It's all these tiny little details that really make a difference to how interesting it is to go through these little processes. Oh, is that giving me? It's giving me slowness. Sometimes brewing in the cauldron will give you negative potion effects. Those effects can be negated if you draw a circle around here. Haven't got there yet. Didn't want to start wasting my chalk. It's only a minor potion effect. It'll be over in a few minutes. I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere, so it's not too much of a problem. Right. We also need some mutandis. Let's see. Because I want to make some mutandis extremis for later. So I've got the mandrake, exhale with horned one, and an egg. So exhale. Eggs. Eggs will be upstairs. It's one thing I do love about the update, although it was a little bit more of a tedious process having to make some of these in the cauldron. It feels a bit more authentic to the whole witchy feel. You know, you stood around a cauldron cackling away. Right, I've got another water barrel here, so I can get my infinite water source. There is a bottle in Witchery that you can make that holds 100 water buckets within it. So you can basically just keep refilling it by right-clicking on this. Really quick and easy, and it lasts quite a long time. So you need 3 to fill the whole thing. It needs to be full if you want to make an ingredient. So mandrake as well, wasn't it? No. Make sure we've got the right order. Mandrake first. Okay. So we'll throw this in here. The egg. It's got different colours because it's a different recipe. Oh, purples, that's my favourite. And there it is. 6. Not bad, not bad. Put that back in there for now. Right. So, if we want to turn our mutandis into some mutandis extremis, we need netherwort. Now, I know I've got some of that upstairs, I think. Or is it in here? No, it's upstairs. I brought lots of supplies with me. I can't quite remember where I've kept them all. I will have to grow some more of that. So, we'll do 3 for now. Now, you do have to refill the cauldron every time. It does get a little bit tedious. I think I've got some more buckets here. So, 1, 2, 3. It's a little bit like the old Formcraft Crucible in that respect. The only difference being that the cauldron pretty much has to be full for every single recipe that you want to make, where the Formcraft Crucible, you can still use it even if it's only half full or quarter full. This one has to be completely full, sadly. It's not too much of an inconvenience. Right, netherwort first. So we'll throw that in. And then mutandis. It's green this time. Green for mutandis. And here we go. Mutandis extremis. You only get 1 per extremis, per mutandis, sorry. I'll keep those in there for now. At first, I want to test it, because I want to see how effective it is turning this dirt into clay. Because I've not done it before. It'll be a nice little experiment. Let's see, it's got to be underwater, that's all mud. Now, I assume all I have to do... Right click? Did not work. It was still dirt. Okay, I'll keep experimenting with that. I don't know if I have to be fully submerged as well, but I'll do a bit of testing. See if I can figure out how that works. Oh well. We shall get there. It's all part of the process with these new updates. Not everyone knows exactly how to do it at first, but after a lot of experimenting, we'll get there in the end. That's fine. While we are here, one other thing I thought I should mention as well is that some of the crafting recipes for this will require altar power. And the amount of power required will vary depending on what the recipe is. To my knowledge, the most expensive one is the Drop of Luck. And I think on last count that required about 7,000 altar power. It's pretty pricey and it can take a while to try and get to that level. We're currently on 4,455, so at some point again we're going to have to try and boost that somehow. I know a few little tips and tricks, one of them being a wither skull, maybe planting some crops underneath here, getting some more witchery trees grown, just a few little things like that. But I know one major difference that really does help is having a dragon egg on the altar. Now, we're not quite to that stage of having dragon eggs yet, unfortunately, but when it does happen, it adds, I think it adds about 1,000 power right off the bat. It's really, really good. Obviously, we can't get that yet, but hopefully it'll be something to aim towards in the future. We'll get there. But, for now, we'll just have to stick with the old basics of you know, the old candelabra and whatnot, and the old growing lots of things around it method. The more traditional way. No shortcuts, sadly. Oh, I'm paralysed. I forgot about that one. Yeah, with some of the more advanced recipes, like the Mutandus Extremis, because it's a little more advanced than the basic Mutandus, can paralyse you. I'm literally stuck to the spot at the moment. Luckily it doesn't last too long. But yeah, and you get major zooming in as well, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. But, oh well, something we've just got to live with. I'll look into drawing those circles around here at some point. That should get rid of those negative effects, or at least reduce the possibility that they happen. Just make our last extremis. I will have a fiddle about with these in terms of making clay. I might have a little Google around to see if anyone else knows why it didn't work. Who knows? I'm sure we'll find a solution at some point. Right, let's see how our crops are doing. I can probably harvest a few of these now. Yeah. There we go. I didn't get any blueberries that time. See what I mean about, I mentioned in the last one that sometimes, I'm not sure if that's a little bug or if there's something in the programming that says the chances are of getting either like up to 2 but a minimum of 0 or something, but no, I didn't get any that time. I'll look into that as well. I've got some wheat. I think we've got enough wheat to make our cookies now. I've gone on about them long enough. It's time to get them out of the way. Lots of things. Oh, I'm full. Let's use our golden bag. Let's get some there. Broccoli. Let me see if any of our wheat over here is done. Yeah. Again, as I said, I'll be keeping all the seeds I get from these as well, since we will need a lot of those. Come here. Where's that wheat gone? Oh, I put it away. That's why. I was thinking I've already picked up some wheat. Why can't I pick that one up? Right. See what huge variety of foods we have now, and this isn't even all of them. I know I've not discovered all the fruits and veg just yet. Beans. I think it's going to fill up the chest. It's fruit. Pretty much. We're not far off it. I'm going to have to upgrade these chests, I think, make them into gold and diamond chests. Get a lot more inventory space. Let's not forget these. There is a very good chance I'll pretty much run out of space if I get many more. Right, me? Oh, yeah, nearly full. Yes, pretty much. Take 2 of those out for now. We'll get our cookies done. Get our jar filled at last. It's taken us 3 episodes, but we'll get there in the end. There we go. Cookies! Woohoo! 8, just enough to fill the entire jar. Hey, not so lonely or so empty anymore. Oh, I saw something. Sidge has appeared. Right, I've got an idea. While we're here, while he's here rather, get the old tag locks out. Now we're quite a little bit of a way away from the base, so I think I'm gonna go visit him. Gonna be a little bit cheaty though. I'm gonna use my waypoints. See, we're right down here in a swamp, and I think our main base is all the way up here. Trust me, it's a lot easier to just teleport. You won't have to sit there and watch me trying to trek the whole way either. Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. It's my head's on a stick. Lovely. That's what we're greeted with every time we come home. So kind of him. Right, there's not much progress been made since I was last here, but I know I've been off doing my other things, and I don't know how much these guys have been around. Now, if I can't get it from him directly, he's over there in the other room. Oh, no, that's me. I forgot I'd use this bed as well. Well, I needed some of myself, but... oh, it won't work. Why won't it work? I should be able to get his. Might have to try and get it from him directly. Oh yes, the ceiling. Now, when we updated to the 1.1 version of the Infinity mod pack, we had a couple of ID issues. Nothing major, but some of the covers, the marble covers that we'd used as ceiling tiles, it got changed. So we're having to go around and redo all of them. I'll forgive him for using World Edit this time, because it was due to a bug. It's not really cheating to fix that now. We're not in call at the moment, so he can't hear me, and he probably doesn't realise that I'm filming him either. But see, might be able to while he's in the older. Got him. Don't know if you heard that. Should I try and get a second? Oh, no, didn't work. Quick. That never gets old. What? Right, at least that's one job done. To be fair, I don't really... I probably should tell him I'm recording. Nah, he doesn't need to know. It can be more entertaining this way. While I'm here, I think... ow! Oh, that bugger. Oh, and I'm back. I'm back at the hut again. Ah, typical. I should have known that was coming. can one-shot him as well, but I'm too nice. I don't want to do that. Right. What else did I come here for? Other than him and his getting his blood. Right, I believe I was in the middle of looking in our supplies, our food supplies. Along with all the extra foods we've got, Pam's Harvest Graph has added a ton of new fish. I think most of these have pretty much the same uses, go in the same recipes of anything that requires fish. Look at all these, got all the different types, tuna, perch, we've got crayfish, sorry I nearly said lobster, my mistake, jellyfish, scallops, clams, snails, frogs, get frog's legs, octopus, turtle, turtle soup maybe. Oh gosh, I won't take all those back with me though, because I don't quite need those yet. Other than that, I think we've got everything else. Yeah, pretty much. I think there's a few nuts I haven't planted yet, but I do have the trees for those, the saplings. Where did he go? He might be down in our... Oh, no, there he is. No, 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 no. Right. I'll see if we can get him in call. One moment.
I'm rude.
I'm sorry. You know I only do nice things with it though, I'm not going to curse you. Using your tag lock. I've been making some nice progress. Making a start on Britannia, trying to. I need to go over it again because it's all changed since I last played it.
It's not too hard to do. I still know most of it. It's lovely, so I probably will modify slightly more later.
Okay. Well, I think I should probably head back to mine.
Okay.
I have completely forgotten what I was doing, but I saw you come online. I had to take the opportunity. So, alrighty then. Oh yeah, I changed it. I preferred the spruce wood to the oak wood, so I changed it. But because that was behind the bookshelf, I couldn't get to it. So I thought, I'll just leave it. No one will know. It'll be fine. No one will notice. But,
The Enchanted.
yeah.
I probably will move this at some point, like make a little tunnel going down somewhere and put the enchantment underneath this. When I can be bothered to do that.
Yeah. So much effort. We've got all these wonderful plans in our head, and then it's... Ah, but we've got to actually do stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Alright, I'm gonna head back now, so...
Okay.
Oops, I'm stuck on... Anvils! Oh my gosh, always getting stuck on those. Right, I'll see you later.
See you later.
Toodles! 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 Woo! That was a long walk. Inverted commas, long walk. Yes. I totally didn't cheat and teleport. Alright, I think all we can really do at the moment, until I start reading up on some stuff off camera, is maybe go and explore a little bit more. Right, I'll sleep first, because it looks like sun's setting over there. It's no problem. Fine. Ah, it's a little bit too early. Come on, there we go. What teleporting? I don't know what teleporting you are talking about. Luckily we have that lovely little feature where we don't actually have to all sleep in a bed at once. Right, pick a direction, pick a direction. Where shall we go? We've not really been south yet. It's possible there might be large expanses of water, in which case we might have to come back. Let's look. There's another swamp to the north. Some snowy peaks. Let's go south. We've not explored that bit yet. So it's pretty much this way. I will go and get some more food though, I think. I've only got a few. Oh, I've got some bread. I'll do. Here we go. Oh yes, while we're here, these little guys, I should probably say a little bit about these. The hobgoblins. Now these are a witchery mob. Phil, stop running away from me. I'll put my sword away, maybe he'll stop. Right, these guys, they are found round and about in magical biomes and swamps and such. He really doesn't like me. Well, basically, these guys have two functions. When they're living in a village environment, so places that have got lots of little houses or at least some vanilla doors, they act like villagers. You can trade with them, and if you're really lucky, you can get some of this stuff called, if you just bear with me, because I can't quite remember offhand. I know it begins with a K. Cobbledite. It's the only, these little guys, the only way you can obtain cobbledite. Now, you can either trade with them, hopefully get some trades where you can receive some, or if you catch them with a little leash, tie them to a post and give them a pickaxe, they'll start automatically digging in the ground and mining for you. And every time they dig up a block, there's a small chance that they will drop some cobbledite dust. So you just collect that, and eventually you'll have enough to make some ingots, and the ingots are needed for the pentacle. The other alternative to that, as I say, is the trading, if you're really lucky. The only way to craft the dust into ingots is to get a certain type of hobgoblins, basically trade with you. But he'll take your dust and say a little bit of gold, and in return he'll give you a nugget. And then you have to find another one that you can give nuggets to, again with another little bit of gold for payment, and he'll give you some ingots. Leave him there for now. You will need quite a few of them, but luckily, as they do behave like villagers, they also breed like villagers. So the more, say, houses or doors that you have in your village, they will start breeding. Let's see, whereabouts are we? Oh, we've gone right to the south. So we need to go west a little bit. This way. Yes, it's quite a long process to try and get that cobbledite. I remember hollowing out a huge crater using multiple hobgoblins, and I think it almost went down to bedrock, and I still only had enough for a few ingots, I think, if that. It's a very rare chance to drop, unless it's been changed in the recent updates. It's a very tedious process. You do get there eventually, but I think it's a little bit more efficient if you just basically grow a bunch of trees, grab a bunch of wood, whack down a load of doors, and breed as many of them as you can in hopes of getting the ones with the trades. Oh. Now, that is interesting. Right, that block up there, that is one of the Pam's Harvest Craft beehives I was talking about. And see, they do look a lot different from the forestry hives, and they're always that colour. For some reason, this one has spawned inside the tree trunk. That doesn't usually happen. It's quite humorous. Those silly bees. What are they doing? Yep, it's a Thorncraft magical forest biome. These are always handy. You'll definitely need to mark one of these down if you ever find one and you're into Thorncraft, because these are the only places where you will find mana beans, and they tend to grow up in the trees. Oh, there's some. anyway. They're not quite ripe yet. You'll know they're ripe when they get really big, and they also glow a lot brighter as well. They all seem to be different colours. I'm guessing, since the update, the new colours designate, well, they indicate, rather, what aspect they are. You'll also get lots of silver woods in here, some great woods too. And if I remember rightly, once it starts getting dark, like it is now, you'll also find some pesh. There's a bee shroom, so I'll grab that one. Now pesh, they're like little short fellows, shall we say, and there are a few different types of them, but generally you can trade with them. If you throw, say, a couple of gold ingots down for them, they'll become friendly and they'll let you trade with them. And when you do, just grab these bees, some meadows. You'll have a random chance of getting certain items, and I know that a couple of specific types of pesh, I think there's a mage pesh, which is very recognisable by its purple coat, and it's carrying a wand as well. You can get certain wand foci, and they're foci that are unique to the pesh, and they're the only place you can get them. You can't craft them yourselves. Just got a couple of these. Oh, spiders! Come here. No, you're stuck on a tree. Come here. Come on. Ah, gotcha. But yes, they aren't craftable, and so the only place you can get them is via pesh trade. Ah, that's it. We've got a spawner in here, better light it up quick. Now these great wood trees, the ones that have the cobwebs on them, these ones have always got a cave spider spawner underneath them. So if we dig around, there it is. Oh, I hear a zombie though. Where is he? Got to keep an eye out. There he is. Yes, underneath the spawners you'll see there's a loot chest. So we'll get to that one. We got rid of that guy. See, destroy the spawner. And what have we got? We've got some mana steel, this will come in handy for Britannia. Some copper, tin, some more dimlets for Sigyn, nether quartz, and pearl, and a thorncraft ring. Where was I? Ooh. Ah, there's something you don't see every day. That would be an Eldritch Guardian. And he's not spotted me yet. He's drawing power from that Eldritch Obelisk. Now, as far as I'm aware, those guys are pretty mean. So I think I'm going to stay away for now, because I don't have much protection. I don't even have that greater armour at the moment. But, there's no one else around there. Surprise, I've never seen one of those by itself before. What do they call it now? Oh, did he disappear? Or is he still there? Oh, I think he's disappeared. Oh, I think he might have vanished. Or despawned. Oh well, I still probably shouldn't go too close to this. Just in case he reappears again. There's a mage pesh. See him over there? Oh, it's carrying a wand as well. Now these guys are very tricky to catch, and I know we used to be able to get them in safari nets, but whether we still can or not, I'm not sure, because last time I tried it didn't work. Neither did golden lassos either. Oh, there he is. Go. Run. I know there's a skeleton behind me. Oh. Nope. Come here. No, we can't catch him. Alright, I think what we'll have to do, see if we can get him in, catch him in a hole or something. Come here, fall in. Yeah, gotcha! Because these guys don't despawn. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lock him in there now. Let's waypoint this place. Fingers crossed he will stay there, so that if we ever need to come and trade with him, we know where he is. Whew, we made it! Back home at last. It's quite a trek. But we found some interesting things. We might have to go back there again and keep exploring. Never know what we might find. Always find something we might not have seen before. Right, so I think we'll end it there for today. Thanks for joining me again, and I'll see you on the next one.